Get any feedback, any spectators?
Welcome, everybody. We are about 10 days away, John and Rob, from the Zellwood Super Bowl in Florida. Yep. The weather looks fantastic. We got Kevin Moore joining us tonight. Again, we've been doing weekly lives now, I think, for a couple of months, John and Rob, just creating hype, inviting pullers down from all over the country. I keep saying down because I live in Wisconsin. Some people are coming east, some people are coming west. There's some southern Florida pullers that are heading up to you guys, but we're excited to be part of the Zellwood Super Bowl again. Happy New Year to everybody. This is our first show of the new year. I got Kevin Moore with us tonight, and I just got the forecast for next weekend. What did you say, John? 75 on Saturday, 71 on Friday?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a good reason to be in Florida. And it's supposed to be colder than what's the saying we say?
A well digger's ass.
Well digger's ass. Colder than a well digger's ass in Wisconsin next week. So look at old Rob. He doesn't know what to think of us.
It's got to be cold. Ships of One is coming up.
Yeah, it always is. It always is. So, nope, it's going to be a good time. So, well, what do you want to lead off with tonight, John and Rob? Or Kevin, do you want to get going right away? I mean, just all about next Friday, next Saturday, 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 2 days of pulling. It's going to be a great time. If anybody has any questions, thoughts, concerns, anything like that, please throw them in the comments. I'll put them up on the screen and we'll talk about it. Kevin, let's just start off with you right away. You helped last year build the track and be part of the event. What makes Zellwood special? Why should people head that way? The biggest thing, too, I just get the local fans to come check it out or get people in Florida to drive 2 or 3 hours and enjoy this pull. That'd be awesome as well. So
I 100% think they're on the right track for sure. I would say they'll have one hell of a crowd this weekend. Good show last year. It was a little bit cool, but not for us. But the track, when Brian Goose climbed off that Grand National Mini Ride and pulled his helmet off and said, "Did everybody just see that? That is the best hook I've ever made in my life." That means a whole lot. Yeah, he was hooked and hauling. I mean, that thing was screaming.
Yeah, I got a little nervous that we weren't going to be able to stop him, Kevin.
Yeah, we wasn't going to stop him. But it's all on the right track, guys. That track is I think I've only ever been on something like that, and that was Diesels and Dark Corners a few years back. That dirt down there is unforgiving. And if it's right, that is one hooking facility. Got all the room in the world. That's the best part, If they want to see a show next weekend, that's the place to be in Florida. That's for sure.
Absolutely. And Zellwood, we talked about it every week. It's within spitting distance of Orlando, so you can come down for the whole week, do the whole Disney stuff, Universal, all that stuff, do the whole vacation thing, and then go check out a great truck and tractor pull on the weekend. And then for you fans that maybe haven't been tuned into the shows before, the one thing is so there's 2 sessions each day. It's 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock. And John and Rob, is it $20 for the whole day or is it $20 per session?
$20 for the whole day.
So just do the math on that, people. You're going to, you figure we start at 1 o'clock. We'll be done probably by 10-ish each night would be my guess, guys.
Yep.
That's technically, you can be there for 9 hours for $20, and kids 12 and under are free. It truly is a great way to spend the whole day. There's concessions there. It's a great venue. And during the day is like antique tractors, some smaller mini rods, some garden tractors. And then at each night at 6 o'clock is going to be the modified show. Are there 2 tracks during the day as well, guys?
Yes.
2 tracks.
Okay, awesome.
2 tracks, actually 3 tracks. We have actually an RC trucks running.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The smaller kids like to see RC trucks run. They'll be running.
Somebody commented on the Facebook today, Rob, and I gave him Rasnick's number on there, so they had asked about that. So I know Rob has a bunch of those as well. So Yep. So yeah, it's today's January 4th. Doug and I are flying down next Thursday, the 11th. Help build the track Thursday night, and then we'll be right at it Friday. Gonna be shooting a lot of video. And again, if you're a local person, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers. That's really the most important thing. That the Zellwood Super Pull is different. Again, I say this every week, but I'm not making light of the other pulls. But this is the hot rod stuff. There's gonna be 3-engine modified tractors. They're big diesels, big trucks, big gas trucks, big diesel trucks, big semis, big mini rods. I mean, you're gonna see stuff that you see on MAV TV or RFD TV, or some national competitors are gonna be in Zellwood, Florida next weekend. We're really, really looking forward to it. So if you have any questions, throw them in the comments. Rob, what have you been hearing? Like, I feel like more sponsors have came on board this year, or is it about the same as last year? I feel like there maybe some new sponsors.
We've actually had a couple more come on. I'm still looking at a couple that mentioned something to me in the past, and I'll be hitting them up here the next day or so. But I did also something we haven't mentioned too much for the spectators. I had a guy call me and ask me if they could camp out and bring his motor home. I was like, absolutely. We have spots. Now, as long as it's primitive, so your motorhome has to be self-contained, or maybe you want to pitch a tent somewhere. We do have places to do that, so they can come in. It's $20 a night to camp out and be there all day. So if spectators want to come in, they got some pullers they want to hang out with there today, they can bring their camper in. They will be in a different spot than the pullers, but it's right there within walking distance, real easy to get to. So we'll actually park them over at the spectator side. But yeah, so something we hadn't mentioned was the camping aspect for the spectators. So if somebody wants to come and stay both nights and they got a camper, bring it on. You're more than welcome.
So we have trophies for the naturally aspirated mini rod classes, and that's Snake talking to me. He just texted me. I'm gonna get those sent to my laptop, guys, and I'll put those up on the screen. So
Yeah, he just showed me that today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. He ordered them.
Yeah, Rob's been real help, a lot of help for us this year. He's got some good sponsors and stuff for us and things. Oh, they're pretty cool. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to send it to my phone, guys. So you guys could give me. I can't multitask. I'm a dude, and I have a hard time focusing.
Kevin, who was that you said we couldn't barely stop last year?
Brian Gusa.
Oh, okay. The one that ran Friday night, but he had to tear it down to get back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he was mad that he had to leave.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I think they was dropping that motor off on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was a big Grand National, big time mini. I mean, the biggest. So.
Yep. Well, hopefully that will grow substantially maybe next year. With the elimination now of Shipshewana, I think there might be some guys come down. It sure be.
Awesome. I'd love to have about 10 minis down here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, class.
If we're able, hopefully there'll be 2 diesels there. We were informed today that I talked to Van Hazley this afternoon, and by probably next week we'll have the motor for the second one.
Oh, good deal. Great.
Yep. So it's been a long time coming, but it's just the parts thing is just still horrible. You can't get it. It's crazy.
I've got 2 motors in the machine shop now. They're the same thing.
I've got
waiting on parts.
Oh yeah,
that's a cool trophy. That's a cool trophy, Snake. I love it. Yeah, that's a trophy. That's the trophies for the naturally aspirated mini rod class. That's pretty cool. Good job. Good job. And I know here's the Eaton compressor. John and Rob, can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so Eden stepped up this year. They donated us 2 compressors. We're gonna raffle one off each night, one Friday night, one Saturday night. And we'll have them on display up by the FFA cook shed so people can come by and look at them if they want. Or at least have one sitting there.
We'll be talking about Chip Shawana next Monday night on their Let's Grow Pulling show. We're also going to have John and Rob back on next Monday night as well. But tonight's all about Zellwood. We're actually live on the Florida Pullers page, but we're also live on Beer Money and a bunch of different pages as well. So I got to change my video here, guys. Sorry about that. So I need a better producer. I need Kevin Moore here. He's really good with technology.
Oh, yeah. Here, watch this.
Yeah. I think I showed this video. Yeah.
We're hoping for a big show this next weekend. Hoping for a big crowd, a big show. That's what we want.
Well, I think I'm excited just because I feel like last year the Friday night weather kind of hurt us a little bit, but we had a great crowd on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, great crowd, and I don't know. There was a very good turn of hooks on Saturday night.
Yeah.
What time was it we got done? It must have been 10:30, 11 o'clock.
About that. Yeah, we try to be done by 10.
Yep. So, that's I don't know. It seems like to me you get over that 4 or 5 hours on a really hard show and a lot of noise. People they start to tend to. It's time to go home.
Sure. It gets boring.
Exactly. But if you can keep it all mixed up and show them some stuff that they've never seen before, that's what everybody's going to get to talking about.
Yep. Well, during the day, I try and push the spectators to get there early and walk around and look at the equipment we have there. Exactly. And the kids, man, I try and coach the kids to sit on my truck and at my truck and everything and get pictures and stuff like that. And most everybody will let them sit in their tractors. So
yeah, we do the same thing. Kids come along and that that tractor of mine, they just it's their size, and that's what it's all about because. We got to keep them interested because we got to keep the sport to continue forward.
Yep.
So I changed the Facebook profile photo today, the Facebook page to Mark Boyer's tractor, him and Scott Tedder, Mr. Twister there, just to show people what's coming. This is when we say super pull, this is what we mean. I don't know, John, Rob, I don't know another way to say super other than showing a 3. It's a 4 engine. I think he runs 3 down there, so it's just awesome. That's just awesome.
Any ideas if that 2-wheel drive diesel pickup's going to show up?
That's 8 up of that's part of the
7, 8 up.
Is that part of the Forester camp?
Yeah, Forester, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That would be.
They'll be down for Ocala. I know.
I know. I was just maybe further south there because I'm sure they'll have more than one in the trailer. So,
yeah.
But I would really like to watch that thing run because that was a big toss-up of what I was going to build before we built the Mini because I was going to go that way. And I can't believe that doesn't catch on a lot faster.
Well, you're limited on your weight. That diesel up front is pretty heavy on your two-wheel drive. I think that's a big thing. You got to get the right frame where you got movable weight to get hooked up. So. And
you just set it back in the cab with you.
About right.
That's the worst part with the hooker is she's so nose heavy, and we've got the motor as far back as we could possibly get it.
Right.
That it is. I mean, it's tough to do, but I still think that if you would ever hook one of them and you got it hooked, the horsepower and the torque is, that would be a great show.
Oh yeah. Yep. I know they put a diesel in Keith Fields' old truck. Out of Georgia. It was a 67, 68 Ford Blue, and some people bought it from him and put a diesel in it. And but it ain't on the big tires; it's on 34-inch CPEX.
Oh wow!
And they're having a problem with the weight distribution of it.
Yeah, and I can't imagine to ever get that to hook.
I mean, you go burn the clutches out of it trying to get it to hook, before you can really lay into it. But
yeah, there's some stuff going on up here. The guys are running the 2-wheel drive mini trucks. That's starting to get a little popular up here. There's a few of them in Wisconsin, and now there's a bunch of them in Missouri.
Are they running small blocks or they run like 4-cylinders?
They run small blocks, and I've talked to them about running 4B Cummins, and they were interested. So, but if they would they'd have to leave that 4-cylinder unlimited. They'd have to give up no turbo restrictions and no RPM limits. So, but I mean, it's pretty hard to stay with a small block, even with what we do. But so
we opened up a class down here of 4-cylinder, 2-wheel drive mini trucks.
I think there was what 26, 12, 12 rear.
Yeah,
tires.
26, 12, 12. I mean, just
That'd be
something
cool.
and everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna build one of those." Until now, you can't find them. You can't find little trucks no more because they want a fortune for them. So
Yep. Yeah, a Ford Ranger up here is extinct. They up as fast as they come for sale. But no, I do believe you guys. The warm weather is going to help you, and will be one hell of a show. That's for sure.
We're hoping. We're going to push for it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
We're going to greet people with a smile and thank them for coming. And that's just the way we are.
Yep. Yes, exactly. So that, like I said, you advertising. I've been so many places that you get there and there's no crowd because there was no advertising. Nobody even knew anything about it.
Right.
It's like, wow, guys, how do you do this and you don't get a crowd?
For years, until we started doing social media, for years, there was people up in Michigan and Ohio that knew about our pool, but nobody knew about it 2 blocks away from the track. It's like, well, why not? They just didn't know.
Well, I mean, you guys know as well as I do what kind of people that Jason touches. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. He does a great job.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Rob, did you just give me a compliment live?
I sure did.
Yes.
It may happen again once in a while, but I have been drinking.
I think it's a prerequisite to be on this show, to be honest. So it's all good. So, let's see here. Oh, we'll go back to Eric Kinney in a second. We're still talking about that other class. Ken Thomas wants to know what rear end. And we have Ranger engines in our tractors. Looking forward to the trip coming from PA. So Richard Peoples is coming from Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And then what rear end would be in those trucks that you're talking about, guys, a little bit ago?
I think it was the stock rear end.
It's full stock rear end because you could take the rims and tires off a Cub Cadet and bolt them right on a Ford Ranger. Same lug pattern.
Yep. Yeah, and
that's why we stick to the 26 12 12 tires with the 4-cylinder. Shoot, what? Nothing but fun.
Yep.
Cut a hole in the hood and put a pipe out top, make it look like a puller.
We know who Jason touches. Yeah, Rob. Yeah, if you're lucky, I'll give you a hug.
Yeah, I figured somebody come up with something there. I wasn't going to touch it.
I was kind of waiting on Mitch to pop in.
Yeah, I think he's packing. I saw his Facebook post earlier. He's packing for warmer weather. Ken Thomas.
I think they fly in Friday morning.
Yeah, awesome. Eric Kinney says, "Hey, Eric here, checking in from Okalakawaka, Florida. Hey guys, what do you think the weather is going to be like next weekend?" And ... So, what did we say the weather was next weekend? 75 on Saturday and a high of 71 on Friday. I think is what you sent me, John.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they just want 40% chance of rain, which doesn't mean shit around here.
No, I think that's part of living in Florida. How many 2-wheel drive super modified do you think we have coming this year? You guys have a feel for that?
Super modifieds?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything on the super modified, the blowers. Okay. As far as the pro stock 2-wheel drives, we'll probably have 10 to 12 here.
And this is last year's one of the diesel tractor classes last year for you fans. Just so again, we're trying to show what you're going to see at the Super Bowl. You're legitimately going to see everything from remote control pullers up to 3-engine modifieds and big semis. Here's Snake just sent me a picture of one of his. This is one of his remote control pullers. That's pretty cool. A little Carlton Cope Warpath there. So like that a lot. We got in the comments. Austin's working like normal. Let's see here.
Yeah, right.
Willie watches the show. Have been going to pools Florida since the 70s. Had the Winter Series. Always went to Eustis and Ocala. Be nice to have Zellwood as an NTPA pool. Always a great time at Zellwood. Yeah, I think honestly, I like how Zellwood's set up because if you want to go see NTPA stuff, I think if every pool has the same stuff, guys, it's going to kind of wear out a little bit. So, I mean, as much as I like having a points class for the NTPA or something like that. I like what Zellwood does because it really mixes it up. And some of the NTPA guys that maybe are going to Ocala or maybe going to Satsuma, they can still come to Zellwood, but we really get to mix up the show a little bit. And I think honestly, for the fans, I'm excited. I like what you guys do in Zellwood.
Hey,
like
we're fans pull out. They can come to Zellwood and test it too.
Yep. I love the NTPA. We do all the social media for NTPA. Love it. But I love what Zellwood's about. It's legitimately about everything. The biggest thing for us from like a social media platform is to let people know that this Zellwood pull is the super pull. It's the big one. There's a lot more stuff going on. So
yeah, you're going to see more range of equipment that you will not see at an NTPA event, or a PPL event. They just don't have that kind of stuff. And there's stuff out there that is pretty wild.
The multiple tracks too. That's I love, Kevin. With the multiple tracks, you can see some hot rod antiques on one track and a 3-engine mod on another to really mix it up from a show perspective. I love all the pulls in Florida. Don't get me wrong, but I like what Zellwood's doing. I like that they stuck with this, this format. They have something for everybody. I think it's fantastic. So.
We've got 2- and 3-engine garden tractors that come out and play. Pretty good.
Don't the other one have 4 engines on it? Is that right?
I know one. No, 3 is the most we've got.
Okay.
Yeah, that one that Bruce has.
Yep, Bruce has got 3, and then Mark Hall's got one with 3, and his is cool because they're not all in line. You got one out front and 2 side by side.
Oh, there you go.
Garden tractor.
Yeah, I think he was there last year. I don't remember seeing that.
No, he wasn't there.
Yep,
he wasn't there. He might show up this year. He
what
works a lot, so it's,
the ingenuity that's out there anymore. It's just crazy what guys come up with, and it works. That's the thing. So,
well, that tractor, it's called Wild Hog, and woo, man, he's got his handful when he turns it loose. I tell you that.
I bet.
Yeah.
What happened to Kevin's Facebook? Tried to message him about a poll, but his Facebook was missing in action. Kevin, what happened to your Facebook?
I'm off of Facebook.
Okay.
We'll get back. We will be getting back on here shortly. It'll be Kevin and Corey Moore, the Little Red Hooker pulling team. She's actually
Kevin. What's your cell phone number?
309-221-3815.
There you go, Austin.
But we're gonna get back on there. Just waiting. We've got we're gonna be selling a lot of mini rod stuff. Just step back. The hooker page got hacked and it wasn't worth messing with, so we got off of there. And she's got some of the stuff back online now, but we'll be back here in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, if I could, everybody, if you ever get a notification, all these spammers, it's incredible. We've had 2 spammers on this chat tonight. If you ever get a notification in your notifications that you need to click this link to verify your Facebook page, no, that's all spam. We get hundreds of them a day on all the different pages that we're associated with. Don't ever click on any of those.
Yep,
right.
exactly.
Don't ever.
Yep.
So I got a friend request from you today, Jason.
Yeah, I know that. So that I necessarily didn't get hacked, but somebody set up like a fake account because I have double factor authentication, and hopefully that's supposed to work in a little bit better. We'll see. So, Mitch is on, guys. Now it's about to get real.
Oh, the clown is in the house.
Hey, Uncle Cousin Rob, what kind of Southwoods Billy? Whatever that joke is. Tim Bowen, what'd Tim say? Kissing me pull. Last year had a Cub Cadet with a turban on it. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's
It's
mine.
going to be good to see the Bowen brothers down. That's Tim and his brother, right? They're the brothers, had those 2 trucks?
No, I think they're just best friends.
Okay.
Just Tim and then
Steve.
Wayne.
Oh, Wayne.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I couldn't remember.
I'm bad with names.
Is the twin turbine mini rod coming down? Did I see something somewhere about that?
We were trying to talk to Travis lives right next to me. You're about 30 miles away. We've been talking to him about Zellwood, and I've been working on a group of them to kind of load up and come. And I think I have some coming for the garden tractor stuff during the day, and they're gonna hang out. So
that twin turbine thing is very interesting.
Yeah, it's called this turbine.
For as many years as that's been around, and it got drug out of a shed a few years back, and that's cool.
Yep.
That's tons. It's been up there at Spark Nordall's a couple times. I'm sure Travis will be back up there again this spring. But it's cool to watch, especially a piece that was built. Them motors, I think they said they were built late 50s, early 60s. And that thing runs. It's kind of crazy. So, but it's a cool piece. The kids will really like it because a lot of people have never seen a jet tractor. So
Really,
it
we
would be
got
something.
we got a Cub Cadet that was built back in the 70s. Kohler bought them in, and the guy had taken a piece of well casing pipe, bolted it to the jug, running a Chevrolet small block piston in it, and took the Chevrolet head, cut it down so it's overhead valves. It was wild looking, and he said he'd get about 3 runs before it broke the crank because it was running a stock Cub Cadet crank, or a Kohler crank. But man, would that tractor run?
So is this Econo Mods, Kevin, behind me right now on the video? I think it is. Yeah.
NA minis.
Yep.
Battery aspirated.
Yep.
I should move my fat head off to the side a little bit. We're still working on our studio, guys, so we're getting there. So Riley Aubins checking in from YouTube. So I'm from Canada. Wondering if the pulls in the US are bigger than the ones in Canada, and you should all come to Canada to watch OTTPA pulling. Yeah, I would say most of the pulls are bigger in the United States. From a crowd wise, I know there's a couple big ones up there. I went to one in Manitoba in June. They had a nice crowd, a couple thousand people, but they didn't have as many of the big tractors that we have up here. Kind of depends where you are, Riley. So I don't know is that up in New York? Is that OTTPA thing, Kevin? I feel like I've heard of it before.
I think so. I think that's Butch Pullen and all them guys up in that area.
Okay.
I think that is them because I think those guys were wearing those sweatshirts when they come down a few years ago to Gordyville, actually.
Yep. Okay. So Mitch and Rob are having their love affair online on our live. The clown is getting packed and flying down tomorrow. So the clown, if you guys didn't see the angry clown last year, that's Mitch Pearson. He's driving the mini rod. It's pretty freaky to see him in a mini rod. He had his diesel truck down here last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mitch, now he's gonna let Rob drive his mini rod, guys. Mitch, I thought he was flagging. Mitch, you can't be flagging and driving at the same time. Yeah.
We got more than one clap.
Yep.
He can flag some others.
Montreal and Toronto. Oh, so East. Yeah, I've never been to an OTTPA event then before. I'll have to check it out.
I'll tell you, truck and tractor pulling league.
Because I'm used to the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling League. Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association. Cool. Snake is not running. Snake is not running? What?
No, so he's going to leave his tractor at the house.
Seriously?
That's what he said.
Okay.
Good Lord.
The clown is going to flag down the track. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I'm going to put the poster up, but I kind of want to go through the classes and everything for everybody. John and Rob, if you want to grab that and kind of go through that a little bit.
The
Classes.
We're going to be running 7,500 modified tractors tonight. Mini rods, naturally aspirated, big tire and small tire will run during the day, and one class at night apiece. During the day, they'll have the small tire will have 2 classes they can run, but at night they can only be able to run one. Just because people don't want to see the same tractors going down the track over and over. So, and we're going to be running out of time. So, we will be running the V8 tractors. They'll have 3 classes during the day. And they'll have 1 class at night also. We will run the 2-wheel drive modified trucks at night. Turbo tractors, we're going to have about 4 or 5 classes of turbos. And according to how many show up, it takes 3 to make a class. 4-wheel drive modified trucks. We are running the pro stock trucks. I do have a couple. Says he's coming down with 2 of the 650 modifieds. If he can get a couple more coming with him, that would be awesome. Semis. We know 2 supposed to be here. We're looking at 3. We've heard about. I'd like to have a couple more. That's always a crowd pleaser right there. And of course, during the day, come in at 1 o'clock, your antiques and garden tractors, they all run. We have the RC trucks running. They'll just be willy-nilly running on the side and come down and watch them. Gates, it's $20 a person, whether you show up at 12 o'clock to get in or whether you show up at 5:30 to get in. It's $20 for the whole time you're here. 12 kids, 12 and under are free. There'll be plenty of food on grounds. There'll be some vendors there with hats, T-shirts, hoodies, stuff like that. We got 2 different vendors coming. So there'll be some stuff like that. We got some great sponsors this year. Schaefer's, Whiteside Development, Sandstone, Ring Power, South Bay Automotive,
Eaton Air
Compressors, Seminole Paving,
and Fields
Equipment, and
buy a tractor.
Bruce Wilson. So I've got a couple more sponsors I'm wanting to try and get on here, and
Coach Jeremy.
but we're wanting to hope everybody shows up and has a good time. Anybody has any questions, they can call me or Johnny. You can just go to flpullers.com, and our numbers, everything on there. They're actually on the flyer also right here. So.
Yep. So
Do what?
I told Larry to call you. I told Larry to give you a call. So I put your number up there on the screen for him. But he had a question. Indiana style farm tractors. I know he could. I'm not sure exactly what weight class he's running at or whatever. So not 100% sure.
What's Indiana style?
I'm not sure. Kevin, you look sad.
But he could have had it back today because they would have gone to keep it.
Jason, Larry, you have a number 2. Larry, you have a number 2 is not my number. What? Jason, Larry, you have a number 2 is not my number. No, I put Rob Waller's number up there. 352-636-9898. That's your number, right? Isn't it, Waller?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Go back to bed, Snake. Needs more bush light, Austin says. Says, love you, Kevin. Nope, he's not going back to bed. Fair enough. So.
Yeah, we're looking for pullers and spectators. Come on down, have a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Basically, hot farm is called farm stock. Yeah, I would think he could hook up those 10.5 tractors, don't you? Like,
Sure.
oh, give him a call. That'd be the best thing. That would be the best thing. That number's on there. So, grassroots pulling is crucial to the sport as a whole. I don't get to see enough stuff like natural aspirated minis, garden tractors, and hot antiques where we typically are in the summer. This is pretty neat to Zellwood, and I like it. I agree. I mean, you literally see everything. So that's got to be Chuck Hobbs. Kevin, are you back?
Hey, I got to go. I've had something come up here.
Okay. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Hey, you guys have a great time. Maybe I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin's got a boogie. I think he got a phone call. Is what it sounded
Yeah,
like.
something come up.
I saw his face. He wasn't smiling as much as he normally is. So
Yeah, right.
it's all good. There's always something going on. Let's see here. Got the mini rod video playing. Life is good there. Chuck Hobbs is checking in, going through all the comments here. What's the fastest growing class out of trucks or tractors? Oh, trucks. I think diesel trucks are still really growing pretty fast nationwide. Tractors? I don't know. What's grown the fastest down by you, John?
God, it's hard to say. Because we don't see a lot of the modified stuff on a regular down here, as like you guys do up there in the Midwest.
Yeah, I think Rob's right. Minis are growing pretty fast.
Yeah, minis are growing pretty good.
Can you imagine being the TSA agent, guys, and seeing that clown costume in there?
Yeah, seeing that helmet come through.
I hope he gets patted down every time. So I like Mark's comment a lot. Grassroots pulling, I like that one. That's really, I mean, I know what Willie's saying about like the NTPA stuff, but that's really what makes Zellwood. That's what I fell in love with Zellwood was just you see everything in 2 days. It's insane. All the amount of stuff you can see. And then, from a kid jumping on the club garden tractor to seeing Mr. Twister there, just gets excited. So
Yeah.
gets excited.
Yeah, we're working on it, and we've been up there for over 20 years. It's just we've now got to really working on it and got some backers to get us to be able to get the good stuff in here.
Yeah, I'm excited about that forecast next week because it was chilly last year, and I know people like to be comfortable when they go outside. You know what I mean? So,
well, it's so funny. Friday it was cold,
yeah,
and I had people from Wisconsin and Illinois. They're like, "Man, it's freezing down here." I'm going, "What?"
we just assume it's always 90 in Florida, guys. That's how we roll.
Yeah. But now when it gets down 40, it's cold.
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason, it just goes right through you. Of course, we don't have the jackets y'all have neither. I mean,
True.
yeah.
Rock Simpson's checking in. Does John have a new V8 tractor? John, do you have a new V8 tractor?
No, I do not. But Jacob has repainted his, and Brandon has built a new one this year. So both of them will be at the track.
Oh, cool.
And Brandon's is a hodgepodge of parts
Hodgepodge.
come together and is,
He's named it Misfit.
yes.
He'll fit.
Probably not too far from the truth, right, guys?
I think it was in one of those comments that you'd put, or one of the, about who was coming to Florida. I think he posted a picture of it.
Yep, he did. He did a good job. I can go through that in a second here. Really says, I love the compact diesel class. Austin Thurby says, nice. Larry says, you mean it's not always warm in Florida? Not always, but it's going to be good this year.
We usually have a couple of days of cold and then back warm.
21. That's pretty warm for Canada, Riley. You guys are supposed to be minus 20 by this time of year. So
Minus 20. It's time to move.
Yeah.
It gets to zero. It's time to get out of town.
Yes, sir.
I was here when it was freezing. The freeze hit down here in 83, and it never got out of the teens. Like 13 was high out of the day, and that was, oh my God. But 2 days later, it was 70. So. We're hoping to get a good show of the antiques and stuff down here too. So.
I don't know why you won it.
Yeah, the Flyer Wheelers will be the weekend after us, so.
You guys is my Facebook page up on the screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting used to my new setup here, guys. Sorry about that. Now, do you see the Florida Polars Facebook page?
Yeah, I saw that today. That's cool.
All right, good. I just want to make sure I got the right stuff up on the screen. I wanted to show you some of the pictures here. There's our live.
There's Misfit right there, the one second row down in your photos.
Oh, yeah. Okay, those are the pictures. Yep.
Yep, that one there.
That's it. Ain't she a beaut?
I like the seat.
Yeah.
It was probably laying in the shop somewhere.
No, he actually ordered that.
Oh, did he? You didn't get a seat cover with it?
No.
There you go. Seat cover costs more than the seat.
Showing some of the vehicles you're going to see next weekend in Zellwood, Florida. What class is this called, guys?
Pro Stock 2-wheel drive or
Okay.
2-wheel drive modified. That's the class I used to run.
Yep.
Class we're running this year.
We had this gentleman from New Jersey on our show, didn't we? A couple weeks ago.
Yep. Yeah, that's Pete Yarrington.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah, beautiful tractor.
It's gorgeous. That paint job on that's insane. So another one of the natural aspirated man. One of Keith's pictures. Keith does a good job taking photos. Look at the wrinkle on those tires. That means you got a good track, guys. I love it.
Yeah, that's
Love
David
it.
Dixon, small block Ford. Yeah.
I just asked for people to post some pictures in the comments of what they're bringing. Voodoo.
I think them guys are coming out of Indiana.
Okay.
Yep.
There's our poster. All right. Stop the screen there. Driving it right now. So Brandon's actually watching the live stream, guys, and driving his tractor. So it's all good. Who went to Kentucky this weekend? They're pulling right now in Lexington, Kentucky. Mackenzie and Chandler are down there from our team videoing. So they took off yesterday. I'm heading down in the morning. So Colby Hall, are you coming down? Colby pulls with you, doesn't he, Rob? Or does he
Yes.
pull? Okay.
Well, he pulled in the small block class.
Okay.
He used to have a truck to pull with us.
Gotcha. Hey, Rob, is the Bossman 2-wheel drive truck going to be there?
Oh, wow.
He's working on it. He's working hard on it. He heard it, and they're supposed to have it back together. As long as all the parts came in, they're supposed to have it back together. The engine builder's working hard on it. So we're hoping it's going to be there, John.
Mitch, I might get a full body cavity search by TSA in the morning. Mitch, you're special.
Mitch would probably like it too.
Yeah, the Mitch don't go ask for one.
He probably has a T-shirt that says "I'm carrying something," and just
Better check me.
Yeah, Chandler made the logos, Rob. The smoke logos in the video, so those are cool. We love that. I love your guys' logo. It's so cool. The FL pullers.
Mm-hmm.
What does it take to build a tractor or a truck? Depends how much, what class you want to be in, and then it takes time and money, Riley.
Yeah.
Money. Well, the last mini was a former Tri-County puller. Yeah, I remember that. You're right, Chuck. The Adjusted Joker, I think it's called. Mark Matthews, can we park in the pits? As in a spectator or a puller? That's what I need to answer that, Mark, because we have spectator parking and then we have puller parking. Would be the safest way to answer that question, Mark. I'm not sure if he's watching on YouTube. I'm not sure if he's a puller or a spectator.
No, spectators got to park in the spectator, but you can walk right over to the pits.
Yeah, the pits are wide open, guys, so you
Yeah.
can walk through and we
You
talked
don't
about
have to
that.
pay extra to get. You don't have to pay extra to get in the pits or nothing like that.
Yep.
It's just we're limited parking in the pit, so we make sure all the spectators park in the spectator spot. So.
Brandon says testing everything out on it. Good deal, Brandon. Austin you live in Lexington, Austin? Cool. Come see me Friday and Saturday. I'll be with the video cameras. Rob says, who wants to see the clown drive the striking distance mini at the Super Bowl? I didn't think the striking distance mini was coming. I'm all confused, Rob. So
Yeah.
Special ed. These two got a little bit of a romance going on here on the online here. So.
They must have.
Oh, here's Mitch's shirt. My shirt says it's not gay if it's TSA. Oh, Mitch. I need a picture of that shirt, Mitch. I do. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark just park with the spectators and walk through the pits. It's no big deal. No big deal. And everything's marked out on the road there.
Mitch.
Will there be a rain date? There's no rain date, guys, because you got pullers coming from all over. So there, but I think we're looking good for that, guys. So
And we couldn't move it a week ahead or nothing because there's a pull after us. There's 5 pulls in a row down here. So
Mitch, it sounds like you get yourself a mini rod to drive. So if you want to get hold of your buddy Snake.
So weather Friday and Saturday, both in the mid 70s.
Yeah.
No rain, no chance of rain right now. I mean, there's 40% chance, but that's nothing for down here.
Nope. It can pop up and go away. So
Yep. We'll have
Dustin
a grader
Hurst
outside.
coming.
If it does rain a little bit, don't get scared because we got a grader right there. As soon as it stops, we scrape the top off of it and whoo, and it's a good track.
We are coming from Western Kentucky. Awesome, Dustin. Any vehicles or pullers coming from the Ocala Tractor Pull to Zellwood to join this? Yeah, absolutely, Eric.
Nope, they'll be coming from Zellwood going to Ocala.
Yep. But yeah, I know what he meant there. Oh, he just sent me his. It's not gay if it's TSA t-shirt, guys. I'll have to get this up on that. Yeah, I'll save that one for later. We're not putting that on the screen. That's a good shirt, though. I like that a lot. Austin's Dustin. Where are you from, Dustin? Be more specific. Of course he did. That's what Rob said. I love it. If anybody has any more questions, we'll start wrapping this up. If anybody has any questions about the Zellwood Super Bowl next Friday and Saturday, 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. both days. What you're seeing pulling right now is going to pull during the day. I think we have a hot rod V8 class at night, though, too, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
But it's $20 for the whole day, fans. 12 and under free. So we're really counting on the locals that are watching this live to really share this around. We'll have to jump into the Facebook groups next week. John, you and I start pounding that a little bit. So
That's Marty G. Murray right there on the Farm All H out of Ohio.
Diesel pulling team on YouTube. It's a good video. I will. I'll check. Oh, I know Evil Diesel. Yeah. I'll check that out, Riley. Jesus, Mitch, you probably did. I love it. You guys need to get a private chat or something like that. I love it. Carly says, wish it was closer. Yeah, Carly lives in South Dakota. So
Come on down.
they got some mini rods. They're good people. Oh, Brandon's talking smack already. I'm just going to claim first place for our V8 mod class with the Misfit. Attaboy, Brandon. I think there's going to be some people that might want to actually try. You know what I'm saying, Brandon? So
Brandon, it doesn't count. Brandon, it doesn't count if you go buy your own trophy.
Take it, put it in the shop. Darren's in Marion, Kentucky, 35 minutes east of Paducah. Outstanding. Well, shit. Well, he can't buy his own trophy. Now he feels bad. Rob, he made him. Awesome. Well, let's start to wrap this up, John. Rob, I guess, what are some final things you want to talk about tonight? We're, 1 week away, legitimately. I mean, we'll be building the track a week from now, and or actually before now, getting after it. Friday, Saturday, 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock, $20 for the whole day. 12 and under is free. There's RC pulling as well during the day. It's just, you guys, it's a great event. There's a little bit of everything there in Zellwood. It's easy to get to. Kevin talked about it earlier. Plenty of parking, plenty of seating. Bring your own chair too. There's a nice hillside there as well.
Yep.
You can kind of sit on both sides of the track. It's just a really cool venue. I'm glad to be part of it. So I don't know what else.
Limited on bleachers, so bring your chairs. You got your big 4-wheel drive. You can get there early, back up to the fence, and sit at the back of your truck, look over top. You can do that on the spectator side.
People get there early for those spots, so be careful.
Oh yeah. And we do have camping. So if you have a motorhome or whatever, and it's primitive camping, so as long as it's all self-contained,
Yep.
$20 a night. Come on. We just want everybody to come and have a good time. And everything's looking good for us. The weather's looking good. We got a good crowd of pullers coming. We should have a good show from 1 o'clock till 10 o'clock at night. It should be a great show. So
I agree.
we'll have 2 sleds, sometimes 3 sleds running. Garden tractors during the day, antiques, and some mini rods during the day, and then modifieds come out at night. I say the modifieds, the big modifieds come out. We'll have modifieds running during the day, but your multi-engine tractors, your turbos, there's one right there. That'll be the ones to, if you have small kids, bring earplugs because we'll be making some noise.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Larry, you were asking about hot farms earlier. Here's our hot farm class from last year up on the screen for you. You can kind of see some of the stuff that pulled to the hot farms last year. So, let's see.
Yeah, we did pull the hot farm during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time last year. Good show.
Yep.
Good show.
Yep. The track's looking good right now. I was up there this past weekend. It's already got some moisture in it. You can see it's wet still. So if we get a little rain this week, I think the track's going to be beautiful once we rip it. Get it back even all the way across.
Yep.
Russell, my cousin, he'll be there Friday morning to lay her down, and he always does a great job grading. He run a grader for 20 years. So.
Wishbone Reloaded says, we will bring 2 from the North Carolina United Pullers of Carolina's Hot Farm class. Wishbone Reloaded.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Good deal.
I feel like I missed another comment. Yeah, Dustin Hurst says, looking forward to it. It's 30 degrees here, and we are ready for beautiful weather and Florida sunshine. Thanks, y'all. Big goal. So
I'm
I
on.
I was packing for Lexington, and I said to my wife, check the weather, and my heck, it's just like here.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to come down early, just let us know. We'll get you down here and get you in. If you want to come down and see some of the sites early, we have places you can park your semis, big trailers. Everything's all safe. Come on down.
Yeah, John, you guys, John and Rob's number. If you have any questions about anything, if you want to know where the porta potties are, text John or call John or Rob. They guys are the nicest. They understand customer service, and they're happy to invite everybody to their event. And that's ultimately what it's all about. They're put on by the club. So looks like I got smoke coming out my head, guys. I got to move it.
Yeah, you're looking pissed there for a minute.
Yeah, it's honestly been a pretty good day. I don't got a lot to bitch about, so it's all good.
I think that was Brooke Ransom's tractor there.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, Doug built a studio for us kind of during the holiday break a little bit. We've been wanting to have more of a studio where this is kind of the first week I'm messing around with it. So we're gonna be able to play videos and put sponsor stuff up in the back.
Looks cool.
Probably sit off to the side a little bit more, but I'm by myself tonight. I got one computer over here and looking at comments on this one. So,
Okay.
yep. Where's the closest Waffle House? There we go. That's some of that. When you ask about Waffle House, you want a party.
Where's the closest Waffle House?
I think closest one to the track would be in Mount Dora.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right down the road.
Yeah, right up here at Donnelly.
Yep.
Jacob says, I personally don't like them. Smiley face. So. Well, good deal. Well, guys, we're looking forward to next week. It's going to be a blast. Again, 12th and 13th of January, Zellwood, Florida, 1 p.m. each day, 6 p.m. each day. The big stuff is at night, if you will. There's still a good show going on during the day. So if you're like, hey, I want to see the big stuff come out at 6 if you can't be out there for the whole day, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great no matter how you do it, how you shake a stick at. But really counting on, again, friends and family. Tell your coworkers about the Zellwood poll, because every year the worst thing in the world that John or Rob or any of us can hear is on Sunday you see somebody say, hey, what was going on at the track last weekend? And you go,
Yeah.
so that's
Get there early. Bring the kids. Let the kids run around. Look at the equipment we got. Let them watch the garden tractors. If they want to participate, we have a youth tractor. They can get on and ride and pull. If they get hooked on it, it's your fault, not ours. They're going to be in your bank account. But yeah, we're all for the kids. So
I love it. Well, John, Rob, do you have anything else, or should we shut her down?
If anybody's wanting to get there early, I'll be there on Wednesday.
Okay.
Probably be there about mid-morning Wednesday. So if anybody wants to come in Wednesday evening, I'll be there. The gates will be open.
Cool. Awesome. Well, on behalf of Florida Pullers here and the Beer Money Pulling Team, we're excited to be in Zellwood next week. A lot of, pulling's really getting cranking already. Lexington, Kentucky's this weekend. Next weekend, we got Zellwood, Shipshewana, and then it just gets rolling after that. So there really is an excuse not to enjoy some good truck and tractor pulling. And what's great about Florida, it's a destination for everybody else that's freezing their butt off to go down and enjoy some Florida sunshine and a good old-fashioned truck and tractor pull. At the same time, if you have any questions, go to flpullers.com or the FL Pullers Facebook page. And again, if you want to talk to somebody or text somebody, John and Rob's number is right on the flyers. Yeah, they get back to people right away and let people know. You can message the Facebook page, whatever you need to do. So, yep. Good stuff. All right, guys, have a great night.
All right.
night.